just been on a tear. Drew McIntyre's Night of Destruction. Last week, he took out Sami Zayn, injuring his knee. This week, he gets revenge on Jey Uso. And now it looks like he's heading towards a title shot against Seth Rollins at day one. What do you guys think about all this going on, especially Drew's destruction?
It's about fucking time, man. How long have we been calling for this heel Drew McIntyre to finally come out, man? Lewis, how long have you been calling for? Because I know you were the one that's kind of been the leader on for Drew to turn heel. I mean, if we go all the way back to what was it, Crown Jewel, when he lost the world title match against Seth Rollins,
where someone said he was gonna win the title, and it was his time.
and we thought then that title loss was going to be the tipping point to him finally flipping that switch and becoming a heel. Now a couple of things happened after that. Him teaming with Judgment Day. But I actually think losing at War Games was the actual tipping point where he was just like, okay, I've had enough. Every time I come up in these big matches, I'm coming up short. So now it's time for an attitude change. And you saw it we saw it with Sami Zayn last week, taking out his knee, and you can even hear it with his promos now. Yeah. Like when he's heel Drew, the Scottish psychopath. You kind of hear the aggression and the aggression, and you hear the almost like the pain of coming up short so many times, and almost as if he has to be this guy to have the success that he wants to have before. And I love to see it, and like Daniel mentioned, he's gonna get a title shot at day one, and now he's a full-fledged heel now. I think the last time he was a heel, I think was back in before the pandemic. Matter of fact,
when he was with Dolph.
When he was with Dolph.
He fought Randy, right?
Was it? I think he was still a face when he fought Randy. I think it was against Rome. It was against Roman when Roman was still a babyface before he was the tribal chief.
Oh, okay, yeah.
At WrestleMania where Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair main evented in the triple threat. It was that WrestleMania where Drew was still a heel facing Roman before he was tribal chief. And I think that's when he was still a heel. And then going into the Rumble that year in 2020, that's when he eliminated.
He won,
and then became the baby face for like 2 or 3 years. So I'm glad we're getting this heel Drew McIntyre. In two nights, he takes out Sami Zayn, and now he's finally, like Daniel said, he gets the revenge on Jey Uso. So, and he's got a title match coming up. So, when I see Drew McIntyre as a heel now, and then you see obviously with the Punk and Randy Orton additions, and you got other guys. One guy I'm thinking of off the bat who's coming back soon. You got who's AJ Styles, and you see all this talent, and you realize how deep WWE's roster is on as far as main event level talent goes, and which then means a lot more opponents for a heel Drew McIntyre to go against. And we saw it in the backstage segment with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. So they're definitely alluding to something that could happen with them. So love to see heel Drew McIntyre. I love how they built it up through the PLEs of him slowly teetering towards this dark side, and now he's here, and we're all enjoying it.
Yeah. I just lost my train of thought, but I was gonna say something. It's great to see Drew finally just going off, and like I predicted at Crown Jewel that he was not gonna win that title, and I knew
he should have.
It should have been me. There's been a lot of should haves, like a Shinsuke should have happened.
If it was going to happen, it should have happened at Clash at the Castle. If it was going to happen, if it was going to happen, it should have happened there.
Let's not bring up the past. We don't got enough time for all that. Anyway, I love seeing this Drew. I think it's a different iteration of the psychopath, because the character he's playing is like it's all justified, and it's like I liked how when he came out on Raw and was just like, you know what, Sammy, you know I probably did hurt you, and I am the reason you're sitting home, but you know what, I'm sorry, and it's just like the narcissistic of like, hey,
asshole.
You talk shit, I'm gonna beat your ass, and like Brian said, he's doing this because this is what I have to do to win, and this is why every time he wins, he's like, ref, take my hand right now, and you better raise it. He's like, you better do it because I won, and that's this is what his character needed to do, and this is I don't know, I don't see him getting the title right now. Side note, all this stuff that's going on in the main event right now, I feel is telling me more and more that Damian Priest is not going to have a successful cash-in. There's too many possibilities of people.
Who's been predicting that? Huh?
I'm just saying, this everything from Punk coming back to Drew heel turn.
Honestly, I honestly think Punk coming back just cemented that. Like,
it's not going to happen. And if it does, it's going to come out of fucking left field. It's going to come out like someone's getting screwed. Someone's going to get like a whole year arc, like Cody, like Seth or something, where they're like, all right, well, you got screwed after winning the title or something. But yeah, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Go ahead, Brian.
Now, I was just gonna say as an example, man. You really want to lose? You really want to give a prime example of how to lose fans? Have Cody win the title against Roman, and then have Damian Priest come out and cash in. Now,
the heist of the century.
Now, obviously, Damian Priest will be the biggest heel, and obviously Cody gets more sympathy. But us as the fans,
we can't do that. We can't do that.
And this is my thing. And this is my thing. And I know this is off topic.
We'll turn on the product.
We can't do that. We can't.
But this is my thing. And it's like, what happens to the Judgment Day once he loses that title? Because it's like, I feel like Rhea's, I don't know. They haven't lost the tag team titles yet, but I feel like that's coming soon. They've already lost. Well, I guess the match hasn't really happened, but it looks like Creed brothers are like coming for the titles like hardcore, which they look great. But I see them losing those titles really soon. And it's like, and then if he loses that Money in the Bank, it's like, so Rhea's the only one here with the title. What the hell is everybody else doing? It's like
they're a bunch of losers.
Exactly. And it's like,
just as a side note, as far as the Creed brothers go, just as a side note, because I thought it was really funny. I thought it was funny how they came out twice to save somebody.
Yo, I saw that. I'm like,
I was like, so y'all coming out here saving everybody now, huh?
They're getting exposed.
And then the second time you came out, you didn't even save Cody properly.
They took so long to get
exactly. Bro. Like, how you let Nakamura come down, just knock him out, and then y'all just stand there and not do nothing? I'm just saying.
Oh, we were talking to the crowd. Oh man, he came back.
My bad, man. My bad, dog.
You guys got to go back down to Cody's cave. Like, Cody, are you okay? The motherfuckers was in the ring. You just see what they did.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like we're getting all this from Drew. There's so much stuff going on, and it's just like that aspect of like if they would have pulled that trigger, it should have happened a long time ago.
I think there's a very good chance of it happening though, because
him actually winning it,
him as a heel is too hot right now.
I know, but okay. Think of all right. If we're
I've been saying it as well.
Rollins, if we get Punk Rollins for Mania, and let's just hypothetically, we get Punk Rollins for Mania, Cody and Roman for Mania. You're telling me Damian's gonna ruin? Like, just picture him like stealing the title from any of those four people. Maybe Seth could probably take it. Fine. I mean, at the same time, does Punk really need a title run right now?
That's what I'm thinking.
So I guess maybe it does make more sense. But come on, if you really like, if we then throw Cody and Roman in that, that's just like, what was this whole year for?
There's just too many moving parts. But it's like if there's ever going to be because at that point, does Seth and CM Punk need the title?
I think that's what makes the most sense.
That's where the intrigue is, because it's like, do they need the really title?
I mean, they don't, because it's personal enough, and you already have all the backstory with it. So, but they don't. But at the same time, because
that's a money match.
Would it be the first time they're facing each other? Or did they have like matches when Seth was in the Shield, when Punk was?
I think they did. Yeah, they did have matches.
So they did have those matches.
That would be more stakes.
Yeah.
And that would be something for like the best in the world title. That would be for the best in the world title that Seth has been the workhorse for WWE for all this time. CM Punk has been claiming, hey, I'm the best in the world for a long time. For them to clash with the title would add to it. But at the same time, it's like, do they need the title to tell that story? And that's where I think Drew has a chance of winning. And could Drew McIntyre main event of WrestleMania as the champion? That's like, this is all the stuff I'm thinking in my head. Depending on who wins the Rumble or what happens, is that a tell Sami Zayn story? Is that a way to get Damian Priest? There's so many.
I think the reason why I'm like, that's the match that's gonna happen, because they're already teasing it, and it's like, does that diminish that feud if Rollins loses the title? So I don't know.
Again,
Punk's kind of made it clear that like,
it's 4 months. It's 4 months to Mania. It's a long time. He can lose it and gain it back. He can.
If he loses it, gains it back. That's like,
I don't know. I'm just saying this is a long time, to the point where if they do need the title, because again, I'm saying this in my head, that's in his back. Whatever's going on, they've been playing that angle, all this stuff. He's going to be fighting Drew McIntyre. He's a heel. He's going to go that back. There's so many things that could happen, and it's like, I just don't know they keep the belt on Seth unless he goes on some type of Roman Reigns sabbatical, like I take a month off here, I come back. Like, I don't know. Something has to give. There's just too many players involved. There's just too many.
Yeah. We'll see. We shall see.
With Drew McIntyre there, continuing his reign of terror, and I'm intrigued. They're all having that deal. So we'll see where that. Let's get into